The conversation around equality in tennis has been loud for decades, but at the 2026 edition of Indian Wells Open, world number one Aryna Sabalenka delivered a refreshingly honest perspective. After a commanding victory over Naomi Osaka, the Belarusian star didn't just celebrate her on-court dominance. She also weighed in on one of the sport's most debated topics, gender equality. In her verdict, tennis, she believes, is moving in the right direction. Sabalenka dominates. Osaka then speaks her mind. Sabalenka's performance in the round of 16 at Indian Wells was nothing short of clinical. Facing four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka, the top seed looked completely in control, storming to a confident 6-2, 6-4 win. The victory reinforced Sabalenka's position as one of the most dominant players on the women's tour right now. Her power, precision, and relentless baseline game left Osaka struggling to keep pace. But it was what Sabalenka said afterward that grabbed just as much attention as her tennis. When asked about gender equality in the sport, Sabalenka offered a clear and optimistic take. "I feel like we're on the right path. We're moving towards the right direction. We're being treated equally. We're paid equal." Her response reflected a sense of progress many players feel within the modern era of professional tennis. Progress and equal pay across tennis. Sabalenka's comments come at a time when the sport has made measurable strides toward financial parity between men and women. The Women's Tennis Association, WTA, has been working closely with the Association of Tennis Professionals, ADP, and tournament organizers to ensure equal prize money at major combined events. Back in 2023, the WTA announced a landmark plan. All combined WTA 1,500 tournaments will offer equal prize money by 2027. Non-combined events are expected to reach parity by 2033. That investment has also played a crucial role. Global investment firm CVC Capital Partners poured $150 million into the WTA, helping accelerate media development and commercial growth. The results are already visible. At the 2026 Indian Wells tournament, the total prize pool stands at $9.42 million, with both the men's and women's champions taking home $1.15 million, a clear reflection of the equal pay model the sport is striving to standardize. Where Sabalenka thinks women's tennis can improve despite her satisfaction with financial equality, Sabalenka believes one area still needs attention: marketing. The Belarusian star openly praised the way the ADP promotes its players and tournaments. "I love the way ADP promotes and how the marketing for ADP works. I feel like this is the gap where we can improve and bring more attention and more eyes on women's tennis." Her comments highlight a subtle but important difference between the tours. While prize money is becoming increasingly equal, visibility and promotional strategies sometimes lag behind. Better marketing, Sabalenka believes, could elevate women's tennis even further. Swiatek suggests some gaps still exist. Not every player sees the landscape exactly the same way. Five-time Grand Slam champion Iga Swiatek recently shared a slightly more nuanced perspective. Although she acknowledged that women's tennis is generally treated well, she hinted that men's players might occasionally receive more favorable scheduling. Speaking after her win over Maria Sakkari at Indian Wells, Swiatek explained that scheduling preferences vary widely among players. Interestingly, she added that she personally doesn't stress about the difference between day and night matches. "You kind of just see the schedule and you go with it," Swiatek said, suggesting she rarely compares the treatment between tours. Her comments reveal that while equality has improved dramatically, perception and experience can still differ from player to player. Djokovic backs the progress of women's tennis. The debate even reached the men's locker room. After his victory over Alexander Kovacevic, 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic was asked about the state of equality between the tours. Djokovic didn't hesitate to praise the progress. "Women's tennis has been by far the most successful global women's sport and also most paid." The Serbian legend added that he's proud of the position women's tennis holds in the global sporting landscape. For many observers, Djokovic's words reinforce the idea that professional tennis remains one of the most progressive sports when it comes to gender equality. Equality debate continues as Indian Wells reaches the final stages. While the debate continues, the action at Indian Wells is moving quickly toward its climax. Quarterfinal battles are heating up, with the sport's biggest names fighting for one of the most prestigious titles outside the Grand Slams. For Sabalenka, though, the conversation about equality seems less about conflict and more about continued progress. Her message was simple: women's tennis has come a long way, and the future looks even brighter as the tour prepares to shift from the California desert to the excitement of the upcoming Miami Open. One thing is clear: the conversation about equality isn't going away anytime soon. But if Sabalenka's optimism is any indication, the sport might already be closer to balance than many realize. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.